So I need a new stool. Like, I look way too tall on this stool right now. So good evening, everyone. You ready? Let's get started here. Let me start recording. We'll do our little intro, and then we'll begin. We already have a shout out to do, and we'll jump from there and go from there. Okay. So here you go. Derek is asking. I've lived in Seattle about 10 years. You've now lived in Seattle about 6 years.
Yeah.
It was early 2018. Yes. So what is it that we like about living in Seattle? I'll let you answer first, and then I'll answer anything personally. But what do you like about living here in general?
I mean, we don't get crazy snowstorms or freezing temperatures like on the East Coast.
Right.
But
terrible weather. Extreme weather.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd say that's a positive.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you like?
Food, I guess.
Well, what kind of food that's out here do you like?
Well, there's a lot of Asian food, like sushi places, and I don't know. I mean,
Watch me play it a few times, right?
No.
No. No. Okay. Be honest. If you don't really care about Pokemon, you don't care about Pokemon, right? Okay. All right. Midwest man says, how do you like your coffee? How do you drink your coffee when you have a coffee?
Usually like flavored creamer.
Mm-hmm. Like what flavor?
Well, right now I tried that peppermint mocha flavor. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Or hazelnut.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Me, I just drink it black because I used to drink coffee when I had an office job, and I would load it up. I would put creamer, I would put sugar, I would put everything, and it was so many calories that I mean, you guys remember the old videos of me, how fat I was and everything. So when I drink coffee now, I just drink a black cup of coffee because all I want is the energy boost from it. That's it. That's the only reason I'm drinking it. I'm not drinking it for flavor. I'm not drinking it for anything else. So zoop, down the hatch and done. So there you go. Cloudy with another super chat here. Thank you. Put up, scratched, repositioned, and moved to a different spot on the floor. He is not a cat that, unless he's dead asleep, he's never, just sitting in the same spot. Just be honest, okay? So, do you have any particular chocolates that you like? Do you have like a favorite brand of chocolate or type of chocolate, right?
I guess the Hershey's with the almonds.
Hershey's, the milk or dark chocolate? What do you like?
I mean,
better?
I prefer dark chocolate because it's not as sweet, and I don't like overly sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat a lot of sugar, but when I do, I prefer to have dark chocolate because it's not as sweet.
Okay, dark chocolate or something with almonds in it. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know the answer for me. I just love all chocolate. I've already answered that question a million times. I actually just love any kind of chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. I'm addicted to it, and that's my candy. Like, I prefer to eat anything with chocolate, and I really don't eat candy without it. So I'm trying to get caught up. I'm sorry. I missed a bunch of questions because it was flying by there, and I was dealing with Jasper. I know Kat cooks a lot of cuisine. What would you say is your favorite kind of cuisine that you cook? Japanese, American, Greek, anything else? What is your favorite style of cuisine that you've made overall, do you think? Because you made a lot. You made Italian. You made Mexican. You definitely made, a ton of American. You've definitely made some Japanese stuff, right? You've done a lot of different, cultural cuisines.
My favorite thing to make and to eat would be the Japanese curry. That would be my favorite thing.
There you go. And so that has pork, carrots, potatoes, and a curry powder, right? It makes it a curry sauce, and that's eaten over white rice. And it's absolutely delicious. And in fact, we're making that this week. We're going to have it as our dinner one day this week. So that'll be pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, I know. Baby, don't worry about that. And what are you going to do? It's just a troll. Don't pay attention to him. All right, we'll take care of him. He's a moron. You don't have to be bothered by that guy.
No, I'm bothered by him.
Yeah, we'll get him. Yeah. We'll get him when we see him. But yeah, no, I really don't give a crap about Dragon Ball. I'll be honest, Dark Side Chris, it's not that I hate it or anything. I just have no interest in it anymore. We've covered it so extensively over the years. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see here. Let's start answering more general questions now. Let's see here. Okay. Well, okay. We got Dan did a super chat, but I already answered this earlier today. He says, how old is Jasper? We don't know the answer to that because we rescued Jasper from a shelter And the shelter we rescued him from didn't have paperwork that had any background history on him. Like, we don't even know where he's from. We wish we did. You know, his previous owners front declawed him only, which is weird that it would only be a front declawing. We don't agree with declawing of any kind. And the reason he was at that shelter, we were told by the worker at the shelter that he'd been there for a while because people didn't want the idea of a front declawed cat. They wanted a cat that was indoor and outdoor. And he can't be outdoor ever. He has no claws to defend himself. So because of that, he was kind of, you know, stuck there for a while. Now, when we rescued him, and this was, you know, 5-6 years ago, they said he could have been 2, 2.5, he could be 3, they didn't know, right? So if you do math, you figure he could be probably age range anywhere between like 8 to maybe like 10. Like, okay. Let's see here. Big Mac did a super chat. What are our favorite games of all time? Do you have overall favorite games that you think of all time that you like to go back and play or that you think about?
Do we want to answer the questions again? Because we all answered last week.
Here's the thing. These people are going to... They do this to me every day. They
okay.
ask me the same questions.
Well,
it's not always the same people on the stream. It's up to you. If you don't want to answer again, you don't have to.
No, I don't mind answering. I was just like, I don't want to bore people with the same, you know, questions. Or, I mean, answers. Same questions, same answers.
Right. But, so what was your answer? What was your answer from last week?
Favorite game?
Yeah, like your overall favorite game or games you think of some of the best of all time. By the way, be careful because you did kick the camera down. I want to make sure it doesn't wiggle. There we go.
I liked Alan Wake 2.
Well, that was of last year, right?
Oh, you mean like ever?
Yeah, like what are your favorite games you've ever played of all time? Maybe games you like to go back to every once in a while or something.
I mean Skyrim, but I mean there's only so many times you could play that game without getting bored. As much as it's a great game, I guess any like Fallout 3 is a good one to go back to.